Hey everyone, this is the rules for our rec team competitions. So for the course, there'll be a certain number of obstacles. Each obstacle will be worth 2 points. For the first point on all of your obstacles, it will just be some sort of touch point. So you either have to touch that point in the obstacle or any point or any part of the obstacle past that. If you were to skip the touch point, that would be fine as long as you touch something past it. And the second point, or the clear for the obstacle, will always be some sort of finish pad or finish place that you have to get to at the end of the obstacle. And then as far as failing obstacles, if you are failing an obstacle, that's right, you just get up and move on to the next one. You can still continue earning points from that point forward. You just would not get the points you didn't get. So if you get a half point, you still get the half point. Even if you fail after that, you just won't get the second point. And then we will also be timing you going through it. So how the scoring will be done is that points is always more important than time. So if someone has more points than another person, they will always beat that person. Now time comes into factor. If two people have the same number of points, then time will be the tiebreaker. And we will usually have some sort of time limit on the course. It's usually somewhere from 3 to 4 minutes. That's more up to the coach's decision day of. For the walkthrough videos themselves, we will only be going over how to clear the obstacle. We won't be explaining the specific halfway points just because the coach might change that day of. Also, the courses might not be the exact same. Things might be in little different areas. We will probably adjust the obstacles for different classes and levels to make either an obstacle harder by making it further, a grip harder, or sometimes even completely changing up the obstacle. This is course number 2 for our rec team competitions. So the course is going to start off on this pad here. Our first obstacle is the ring toss. So you're allowed the rings to be hanging from the doorknobs here. All of the doorknobs will be allowed. Then you'll be allowed to get to this post. And your clear will be this pad over here. Obstacle number 2 is over here. We have the slack line, the start pad, this red pad here. You're allowed to stop halfway on this pad here, and then your clear will be the pad end. After that, so on to obstacle number 3, we have this version of the quad steps called the S-curve quad steps. So you're going through, you are once again allowed hands and feet on these quad steps. Not allowed to use the Velcro on the red ones here, but hands and feet are allowed all the way across. Get your clear at the end. After that, you're going to walk up to here for obstacle number 4. We have the cliffhangers. For the cliffhangers, right, all the way across using any of these, just the ledges themselves. Get to the end here. After the cliffhangers, we're going to move onto the rings. For the small rings here, you're allowed just the rings all the way across. They will be pretty low, so if you're a little bit taller, you have to lift your feet up, going all the way across onto the pad at the end here. Then we're moving on to the static bars. For these ones, you'll only be allowed the blue bars, so the farther gaps. There'll be a start pad here to get up to the first bar. We're going to allow all these bars all the way across to get to the end of this obstacle here. After that, the final obstacle of the course is going to be the warp walls. For the warp walls, you have to run all the way up and over. You're allowed 3 tries to make it up and over the warp walls. Once you've made it, your time will stop.